It's no secret, I have no love for these Pea Puffers. So far, I have given them just about every chance a fish keeper can possibly give to a fish to try and get some type of affection for these jokers, and I have found absolutely nothing. But there's a couple of things that has happened that makes me feel good inside, and it's for the wrong reasons. I'll be the first one to admit I'm a terrible person.
Why so serious?
If you want to know my disdain for the Pea Puffers, at the end of the video, I am going to be putting a list. I'm gonna be putting a link to my Pea Puffer video, and where I'll be talking about the Pea Puffers, giving you a little bit more in-depth reason on how come I hate those fish. Hate's such a strong word, but I dislike them extremely. I'm downsizing. I'm not getting rid of the types of fish I have. I'm just downsizing in the hopes of moving soon, so that when the time comes, I don't have to worry about moving large tanks. So I'm trying to consolidate fish that I'm definitely keeping and feel like they're worth my time in a move. Because a lot of you guys know when it's time to move, you end up giving your fish away at the last minute out of desperation of not wanting to deal with them. I don't want to go through that. I'm thinking ahead. I'm being proactive, even though I'm kind of pessimistic about the move. I recently took down or downsized considerably my 56 bow front corner tank, my most beloved tank in the whole world. Not necessarily fish I do love. I am rocking with them fish. I'm feeling them fish, but the actual tank, the dimensions, the look, the background, the versatility, the placement of where it goes in the room. I'm telling you, if you have the opportunity to get a corner bow front tank, do it. You will not be sorry. That being said, I do have to get rid of a bunch of fish there, but there was one fish in particular that I did not want to get rid of, and that is my gold Ocellatus shell dwellers. All right, which I only had one of. I had two, but the other one, he went the way of the dodo bird. Somebody extincted him. So I had one, and I was like, you know what? Instead of taking this to LFS and getting store credit, I'll keep on to him. I'll hold on to him, and he'll be the first one in my new tanks. I do plan on adding smaller tanks, tanks that are easily moved, but I can still get the experience that I'm
craving from the hobby. You know what I'm saying?
I am gonna do a shell dweller tank out of a 15 all-inclusive aquarium, and I'm getting 4 of them. Thank you, Consolidated Fish Farms, for helping me in that endeavor. The most bestest and longest favoritist sponsors of Aquafunk. So thank you so much for that. But I'm gonna be getting more of them. One of them was gonna be a shell dweller tank. I'm not big on the Ocellatus because they're plain to me. They're just striped it in. So I'm gonna do the gold Ocellatus. But here's the thing. They ornery little jokers. They frisky. And I was like, where am I gonna put this guy? I don't want to set up just another tank just to hold him until I put the other tank up. It was too much. So I was like, I know what I gonna do. I'm gonna put him in here with these Pea Puffers. Pea Puffers also have a nasty reputation of picking on other fish. And I can attribute to that because in my endeavors to try and like these fish, I went ahead and put a pistogramma in there, right? Thinking, okay, the pisto is a little bit bigger. It was kind of considerably bigger. Surely they ain't gonna pick with them. Well, I'm sad to say the pisto jumped out of the tank and unalived it himself. And it was because the Pea Puffers were poking and picking and prodding at him. Okay, so let me put in something a little bit stronger. I just happen to have this gold Ocellatus. I was at best hoping that this gold Ocellatus would not get picked on, would not jump out the tank, and would live relatively peaceful with these Pea Puffers. But Mama has tagged these Pea Puffers in their tiny heinies. Paka, 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 paka. This gold Ocellatus is putting them in check. At first, I was like, oh, he gonna kill him. He gonna kill him. And if you look at the tank, it's a small little 3-gallon tank. For a 3-gallon tank, you can't really say it's so heavily planted that you can't do nothing with. But to be honest with you, I really didn't want to dig around in there and try and get these Pea Puffers out, because now I'm stuck with the same situation of having to put up another tank just for a temporary purpose. I didn't want to do that. So I let him be. And let the chips fall where they may. I'm happy to say that the Pea Puffers are not getting killed. I'm reluctantly happy to say that the Pea Puffers are not getting killed, but they are being chased around. They are getting a taste of their own medicine. But how long can they last? How long can they continue this? Anyway, what was I saying? I done talked myself out of my thoughts. Forget about whatever I was saying. I don't know what it was, and I'm a terrible YouTube creator. But let me move on to something I do know what I'm talking about. I do have the 15 Nano that I'm going to set up as a shell dweller aquarium using the gold Ocellatus. Now that I am seeing how this one, I've had the gold Ocellatus for a minute, but he's been in a tank with a bunch of other Tanganyikas that were bigger than him, so he did not act up. I can see what he's gonna be like as a tank boss though. So if I put 2 females in there, I kind of got an idea that, you know, he's gonna be, you know, Ike Turnering things and stuff. So I definitely have to make sure I got a lot of hiding places for the females. I cannot set up that aquarium until I put up my metal rack where I'm gonna have on this side. If you're gonna really want to watch me tear down this tank, I'm in the process of making that video. If you want to see my journey on me setting up an entire new system for my aquariums, I'm downsizing, so I'm switching everything, and with a downsized aquarium I could do more with each individual aquarium. I think you're gonna like it. I'm gonna get my hands wet on some aquascaping, because why not? What else I got to do? I ain't got big old water changes to do, right? And these are open top. They're gonna be low. They're gonna be easy to deal with. Subscribe to check all that stuff coming out. It's gonna be definitely something that you guys would be interested, but you wouldn't expect from Aquafunk. I'm talking myself in the third person like I'm a wrestler or something like that, but that normally gives me the heebie-jeebies when other people do it, but here I am doing it.